Stand by for a start. 2:35, Rockin' the Jam, Jump the favourite, they're off. And Avoidance the first of them away. Antique Star trying to boot up on the inside and make Avoidance work for the lead. King Hit jumped away very quickly. He's outside of Investment Strategy as they work over into the back straight, being followed further back by Rockin' the Jam. Settled in the clear. A length and a half, Bakeel joined on the outside by Madame Magic at the 1200. Famous Dane, River Rubicon, both back when they settled down, and last the mare Soldanel. Avoidance now won the battle for the lead at the 1,000 metres and immediately tried to drop anchor. It's Avoidance, the baldy-faced bay galloper, by 3/4 of a length to a length now over King Hit. Over on the inside, Antique Star travels up their third. Close handy Investment Strategy as they gallop along to the 800. A length away on the rails came Bakeel, covered by Rockin' the Jam for Schiller. A length and a half off those, Madame Magic. Back third last on the fence is River Rubicon. Famous Dane behind them and whipping them all in. Soldanel should be 8 lengths from the pacemaker Avoidance, who left the 500 behind him, and he's about to up-tempo things now and get going. Avoidance now being given his cue by McGruddy. A length and a half clear. King Hit, Antique Star nowhere to go for the time being. Tried to get out, couldn't do so. Had to be pushed back to the rails. Investment Strategy, and now down the outside, Schiller's winding up. Rockin' the Jam with a big run, and further back Madame Magic down past the 150. Rockin' the Jam burst to the lead, rolled right back toward the rail from Madame Magic, but Rockin' the Jam and Tyler Schiller, they win it from Madame Magic. Third, a luckless Antique Star, and close handy Bakeel. Soldanel in behind those, Investment Strategy, Famous Dane, River Rubicon. Then came King Hit, who dropped right out, and so did Avoidance, who failed to beat one home. 11, Rockin' the Jam, Tyler Schiller. Sydney jockeys have got a couple of wins on the board after Holly Knottle got off to a flying start. Tommy Berry and now Tyler Schiller, and he's brought it on the scene with a beautifully timed finishing run for trainer Russell Stewart. Third run in the campaign, Rockin' the Jam, and got out to $2.35, beats 8. Madame Magic, Antique Star, who was stiff not to be able to get clear soon after straightening, couldn't build into the race, but Bakeel finishing off and in 4th place. Avoidance dropped out. King Hit's winning run has come to an end, and they ran 1:37.08, and they've come home in 35.65. A length and a quarter by 3/4 of a length. Rockin' the Jam, number 11. Raced by Antonella Stewart, James Stewart, Joe Silvestri, Neil Irvine, F.O. Harvey, and also Kay Stewart, T. Churston, S. Fraser, S. Campbell. And he's now got 3 wins on the board out of 6 runs. This gelding by Awesome Rock from Latika Friars. Tyler Schiller's first win at Ascot. Second home, Madame Magic, number 8. A real impact mare, Holly Knottle, for Dan and Ben Pierce's stable. And 10, Antique Star by Piero out of Antique Bill, trained by Michael Grantham for Peters Investments and written by Tommy Berry. 11-8, 10-1 after the Singapore Pools Trophy, race 5. The Swan Draft Handicap, the next today, is over 1,000 metres at 2:24. 11, Spicy Thang is the one scratching there to come in race number 6. Lockie Taylor joining us now from down in the yard as well wishes gather around popular trainer Russell Stewart, whose wife Antonella and son James are part owners of this galloper, and a few also involved in the Ram Syndicate. We'll see in the cowboy hats a bit later on today with Cabalas Lockie. Let's go down there with you, and also Russell Stewart about to come and join us after Rockin' the Jam's victory with Tyler Schiller in the saddle.
Thanks, Darren. A terrific win from Rockin' the Jam. Great to see him back in the winner's circle as Russell Stewart joins me now. Congratulations on the win. He hasn't had a great deal of luck his first 2 starts this preparation, but today was his day.
Look, like he's getting to a distance where races is going to start suiting him. There's an 1872 plus. I've already mapped him out. Like, I'm that excited about it. There's an 1800 in a fortnight where they probably get a couple of kilos more. So this horse getting out, he's a stayer. I've worked that out. In his 3-year-old day, he used to be able to have that turn of foot. Today he was good, but I said to Tyler, he's probably going to grind a bit on you over the last little bit, and just be wary. Just keep him. He rode him a treat. Well, that's why they're the good riders from Sydney, mate. They not disrespecting our riders, but you put them on and you get what you get.
With that in mind, were you pleased to see the way he rode him, particularly from the 500-metre mark, where he certainly put him into the contest?
Oh, yeah, didn't he? And I said, he was getting around them, and I thought, I was standing with Terry Churston, I said, oh, Tezza, oh, we're on here. He was tracking up really good, and he won like the horse that I think he's going to be. I really think this horse has got a lot of talent, Lockie, not just some. I think when he gets to a 2,000-metre race or even more, I think he's the real deal.
So is that the plan for him, this preparation? Get some continuity into his racing and just tick that 2,000 or 2,200-metre box in time?
Yeah, well, that's what the plan is. And we're going to work him out and see if we do have a pinnacle horse at the end of the year. And I think he is, but he's still got to go to another level yet, like as you know. But we're hoping. We've got fingers crossed.
Who wins the Quokka?
Jigsaw. And I'd like to just say one thing. We buried a friend of ours during the week called Tony Orban. He was a great owner over many years, for 50 years in the racing industry. And I'd just like to pass on condolences from the Perth racing industry to Mary, Jamie and Mark and all the extended family of Tony Orbs.
Really well said. Well done here.
Thanks, Locke.
There's Russell Stewart after the win over Rockin' the Jam, and here's Tyler Schiller.
Tyler joins us now after the victory of Rockin' the Jam. Pre-race, what was Rusty's instructions or his word on this horse?
We were hoping to be a touch closer. We were hoping to be 1-1 or outside lead, but he didn't jump all that well. There was a little bit of pressure, and it probably suited him, actually. The speed was strong. We didn't have to get involved in any early speed battles, but Russell was very confident that he had a nice horse on his hands, and he said just keep him out of trouble if anything does go wrong, and we had the lightweight, so I think he got himself into a lovely momentum spot. We got to build around the turn, and he was too strong late.
Certainly seemed like he really appreciated being allowed to stride into the race as well, rather than like last couple where he's been held up and sit and sprint.
Yeah, for sure. He sort of hit a flat spot around the turn when I tried to improve, but the speed of the race quickened there, and it wasn't until he straightened up, got balanced, and then he's really put them away nicely. So really strong win. I feel like he's a lovely horse coming through. He's only lightly raced, 5 starts now for 3 wins, and he's done nothing wrong. I think he just needs that little bit of confidence. He's still building up, and he's still a big baby, but he's done a really good job today.
Nice little reminder of the track conditions too before you head into the big one today. Jeddah, what's your expectation?
I'm hoping for a very forward showing. We're drawn well. I think we can get across 5th, 6th and have a lovely camp on those favoured runners. So if I can expose him late, hopefully he can show his really good turn of speed, and a little bit of sting out of the ground won't hurt him. He seems to handle anything, but as we saw in the Galaxy, he's come from a long way back, ducking and weaving. He's got the right form coming into this.
Welcome back to the West. Well done.
Thank you.
There's Tyler Schiller. He combines with Russell Stewart and Rockin' the Jam, a horse we need to be following as he continues to stretch out in trip for the remainder of this preparation. But things continue to heat up here at Ascot. We'll take a break, and on the other side, we'll be back for race number 6.